All right, time for a morning weigh-in. 177.6. Let's get it.
What's going on, people? Keith Moore Jr. here, and today I'm going to be talking to you all about some of the benefits to intermittent fasting and how it has helped me lose 11 pounds in 21 days. So let's first start off by defining what intermittent fasting is. Intermittent fasting is a nutrition timing plan where you cycle between fasting periods and eating periods. So one of the most popular forms of intermittent fasting that you may have seen is a 16-hour fasting period and then an 8-hour eating window. And I know that may sound intense, but it's really not that bad. I actually did this for my wedding last year, and I will link that video here so you all can see the results that I achieved from doing the 16-hour fast and the 8-hour eating window. Now for this year, I am taking it up a notch, and I am actually doing a 18-hour fast and a 6-hour eating window. So I will eat, my eating window is from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. during the week. And on the weekend, I still keep the 6-hour eating window, but you know, the times may change depending on what I have going on. But no matter what, I still keep that 6-hour eating window. So if you are a beginner and you've never done intermittent fasting before, even if you are not a beginner, even if you may be intermediate or even advanced, but you've never done intermittent fasting, then I recommend you start with the 16-hour fast and the 8-hour eating window just to get a feel for it, to see how it is. And keep in mind, you can always go up to an 18-hour fast, or you can even take it up another notch and do a 20-hour fast and a 4-hour eating window, which I have not done yet, but I do plan on trying that eventually. So some of the benefits to intermittent fasting, one would be weight loss. And this makes sense because if you go from eating, you know, all throughout the day to, let's say, restricting yourself to a 8-hour eating window, then more than likely you will be consuming less calories. So for me, I'm doing a 6-hour eating window compared to when I was bulking and eating all day. You know, it should be very easy for me to consume less calories unless I'm just going way overboard and just trying to eat every hour just because I'm like, oh, I have a 6-hour eating window. You know, you cannot think like that, and you still have to eat, you know, whole foods and make good nutrition decisions. You can't just say, okay, since I just have this eating window, I'm just going to eat a bunch of junk food and, you know, drink soda, pop, whatever you want to call it. You know, you still should primarily focus on eating clean. Now, I know some people, you know, like to have, you know, throw a couple of cheat meals in there, maybe one cheat meal a week or something like that. And that's fine to have within that eating window. But, you know, keep in mind that, you know, we're trying to have the best health possible. So for me, when I was bulking, my diet was not the best, I'll be honest, and I shared that with you all multiple times. So for example, now during my eating window, if I wanted to, could I eat like chips or something like that? Yes, I could, but you know, if I have a 6-hour eating window, I'm going to make sure that I'm getting all the nutrients and things that I need, and I'm eating foods that are actually going to fill me up so that I can last during that 18-hour fasting period. I'm not going to eat a bunch of junk food that's only going to make me want more, and I have an addiction to sweets. So for example, if I go, if I break my fast at 1 p.m., I have until 7 p.m. If I okay, let me eat, let's see, Doritos, and then I just eat a whole bag of Doritos, which I love Doritos, by the way. That's why I use that as an example. That's pointless when I can be getting a good quality meal in that's going to keep me full until probably it's like 5 or 6 p.m. and then I'll have one more meal and I can have a snack in between then if I get hungry. Now, if I'm going to snack on some foods, I still want to, keep it clean. I don't want to snack on junk food, so I'm going to snack on things like, nuts. Something like that. Very simple, but I'm making sure to put the right foods in my body. So that's the first benefit of intermittent fasting, weight loss. Also, another benefit is improved brain function. So I already noticed this right away when I switched back to intermittent fasting. I became a lot more productive at work already. I'm able to solve problems a lot faster, and I'm also not tired every day at work. Now, I've still been getting, at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep at night, which I was still doing that as well while I was bulking and eating, at all times of the day. But I just have more energy. And this is like the majority of time I'm at work, I'm in a fasted state because I'm not having my first meal until 1 p.m. So from the time I get to work until 1 p.m., I'm in a fasted state and I'm very productive. So once again, this is not as bad as it may sound, but you can ease into it. I mean, and you all can see from the thumbnail, from a weight loss perspective, intermittent fasting works. This is like a 3-week transformation. And I'm going to continue to do this. Before I even knew what intermittent fasting was, I always had like smaller eating windows until I wanted to start bulking and gaining weight. That was when I really started to eat and consume a lot more calories. And from just reading magazines that said you need, 6 meals a day, things like that. But prior to that, I would always have like an 8-hour eating window, even sometimes a 6-hour eating window. And now that makes sense when I look back to how lean I used to be and just how I used to feel during that time period. And once again, I had no idea what intermittent fasting even was. I was just, not eating my first meal until sometime in the afternoon. And then another benefit of intermittent fasting is protection against chronic disease. So let's talk about some of the things you can do while you are fasting. So you can drink water, you can drink black coffee, but if you drink black coffee, do not add any sweeteners and do not add creamer. And you can also have black or green tea, but do not add any sweeteners to the tea. So it's really that simple. I will be doing more videos to show you all what I eat in a day for my 6-hour window, and then I'll kind of talk more about some things that you can and can't do during your fasting period. But don't make it more complicated than it has to be, because I see a lot of people ask the question, well, can I have this during the fasting period? That's why I recommend you ease into this by starting with the 16-hour fast and the 8-hour eating window. Now, eventually I am going to go up to a 20-hour fast and a 4-hour eating window just to see the benefits of that, how it makes me feel. But I'll probably try that for a week and see, if it's sustainable or not. If it is, I'll continue to do that. But it'll be a couple of weeks before I decide to try that, because I do not want to, rush into this, considering I was bulking for 10 months. So anyway, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please like the video. If you have any questions or anything about intermittent fasting, please leave them below. And then subscribe to my channel for more similar content on how I am approaching my weight loss phase and also the workouts that I am performing. All right, so I appreciate the support as always. I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.